let's look at the Frimpong Boateng story. Frimpong Boateng, the NPP, and what is to come. So our responsibility over the next 5 minutes is just to show you the pros and cons of the argument. Who are those in favor of Frimpong Boateng? Who are those against Frimpong Boateng? And then we can cast the verdict, as we always do, isn't it? The verdict will be our own opinion. So let's start now. We're talking about the New Patriotic Party. So you already know that Akufo-Addo appointed Frimpong Boateng to be a minister. Akufo-Addo did not repeat Frimpong Boateng as a minister in his second term. It was reported that Frimpong Boateng had taken that very badly and had taken that very personal, that it really pained him. I can understand. It didn't pain him because he wanted post. It pained him perhaps because of the agenda he set himself, and he knew that in the first term, because of the fight against Galamsey, he probably didn't have the time, space, and opportunity to deal with the environmental issues that perhaps was passionate to him, something that he wanted to leave as a legacy. So withdrawing him from a ministerial position would be painful, isn't it? Well, there are those who feel that he was unhappy because he wanted to go to Galamsey. I don't know whether he was doing Galamsey. His son, Jojo, has been accused of doing Galamsey. He told me that Jojo had a license to mine, is not Galamsey, etc., etc. So all of that forms part of the conversation. So those who support Frimpong Boateng say that, okay, let's build the story on to what happened last night. Now, so last night, Frimpong Boateng had this to say. I think we have a video at least to show you. This was the big one. The coup de grace was this. This Frimpong Boateng talking to Bernard Avle last night on CTTV Channel 1.
Do you still consider yourself a member of the NPP?
Where the present MPP is not MPP, it's fake.
What?
Yeah. What I see now, it is not the MPP I used to know.
But the question still stands. Do you still consider yourself a member of the MPP?
Not the fake one.
So which one is the real one?
The real one is there. It's a virtual thing, and the members are there in the background.
You think that... I don't understand.
But look at how they elected their last flag bearer. You know, twist the arms of weak and...
This is for the 2024 election.
Yes. Twist people's arms, bribing delegates, and intimidating others to get a flag bearer. You know, this is the beginning of corruption, and this should not be allowed in any serious situation or any serious party. And there were issues. We lost the elections badly, and we did not deal with the issues that led to the losses. And then we still want to go in there, and I think it would be a train wreck if they elect the old flag bearer.
All right, so that was Frimpong Boateng's bombastic answers to Bernard Avle last night. He said that the MPP is fake, etc., etc. And then the MPP reacted. So let's see the reaction of the MPP. I think it's a letter. Is it going to come up here? It's a press statement from the New Patriotic Party. And it says the party has taken due notice of comments made by Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng during an interview on Channel 1 TV on Monday, 12 January 2026, in which he described the party as a fake party and further stated that he no longer considers himself a member of the party. The same interview, Professor Frimpong Boateng made additional disparaging remarks about the party and alleged, among other things, that the party's 2023 presidential primary was rigged in favor of His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, the NPP's presidential candidate for that election. The party unequivocally rejects Professor Frimpong Boateng's unfortunate characterization of the NPP and firmly denies his baseless and unsubstantiated allegations regarding the conduct of the presidential primary. Essentially, the statement then went on to say that steps are being taken to expel Frimpong Boateng from the party. Now, this is where the society is getting divided. Those who support Frimpong Boateng, like Nyaho Tamaklo, I don't know whether they have his photograph, they'll put it up. Nyaho Tamaklo says that, look here, everybody shut up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We are the NPP. What is there as the NPP today is not NPP. If Frimpong Boateng says that, he's right. Nobody should touch Frimpong Boateng. I'm not sure what Naho's status is in the party right now, though, because I know there was a time when he has had major disagreements with the National Executive. I believe he's a founding member, or he was a founding member. I'm not sure. But Nyaho is firmly of the view that what Frimpong Boateng said is calling a spade is correct. then it is not a wrong characterization of today's MPP, and that the MPP that they know, they think it's a different MPP, and it's not this one. So yes, so that's what Naho Tamaklo says, and that's what those who support Frimpong Boateng say. Okay, now let's have Frimpong Boateng and Akufo-Addo again. Thank you. Those who do not support Frimpong Boateng, their view is that, look, you Frimpong Boateng, this whole Galamsey matter, it's on your head. It is your dereliction of duty. It is your poor leadership in the job that Akufo-Addo gave you that brought all of this Galamsey crisis, including running an anti-Galamsey campaign for the government, whilst your son was also mining, as he said to me, that Jojo had a mining license. So there's a strong view like that. They think that Frimpong Boateng should be the last person to talk about Galamsey and should be the last person to talk about the NPP government because a responsibility was given to you and you failed woefully. It is your failure that brought all of these things together. If you were having these difficulties at the Galamsey, how often did you brief the presidents? Those who know the inside story say that he didn't, etc., etc. And then they also say that Frimpong Boateng is not able to hold himself to his failures because based on your failures, the president told you that I will not repeat you as a minister. The story is that he was flabbergasted by the information and he was unable to hold himself together in the way that he should have, according to the story. So if all of these things has happened, you're Frimpong Boateng, it's time for you to keep quiet, wait for the NPP Congress, and then let's see what happens. What are you going to say? You've never been a member of parliament for the party. You have rather benefited from the party. You have not done anything for the party. Kufuor made you Korle Teaching Hospital chief executive. You failed woefully. And the Kufuor government's administration's record at Korle is bad because you, Frimpong Boateng, you were the chief executive that Kufuor trusted and appointed you over there. There are people who are saying all of these things. There are people who are at Ghana Health Service from the 2007-2008 who were very concerned about Frimpong Boateng's leadership. Frimpong Boateng's leadership as Korle was said to be so poor that after he left the Korle Teaching Hospital CEO and went back to cardio, some machinations in cardio, the same baby that he founded, got him out of the hospital because they don't like his leadership. This is Frimpong Boateng we are talking about. And then Akufo-Addo ignores all of these things and makes you a minister. And there again, poor leadership is showing again. And then now you come and say, oh, so this is the people are divided. The Nyaho Tamaklo group think that he's speaking the truth. This is the MPP is terrible. Those who are analyzing it the other way say that Frimpong Boateng should be the last person to talk. What about sacking people from the party? Opinions are divided there again. The MPP has only 41% of the last election. They have the micro minority in parliament. They don't have numbers. Is that the time to be removing people from the government? That's a strong opinion. The reverse opinion is that forget about that. Party discipline is more important. Check out the NDC. Even Mrs. Rawlings, the founder's wife, they let her go. Alote Jacobs, they let Alote Jacobs go when they were in opposition. And then they let my friend who used to come here, what's his name? Kokwa Anyido, who is another, they let him go. And then this Tubiga, who used to come here. Yes, he's here too, they let him go. So opinions are divided. Now, what's our verdict? Let's give you a verdict now that is 10 minutes at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock. We'll speak to Miracles for 10 minutes, and then we go straight to the big interview with Abena Osasari. Our verdict over here is quoting Professor Mills. He says, "Do fiasem, do fiasem, do fiasem." Whether it's Frimpong Boateng is right, Frimpong Boateng is wrong. Is it your fiasem? Di ufe asem. That's the end of our editorial.